morning, students. In my first period, geography for class 8, in the first chapter, already I have taught some topics in my earlier classes. Now, just I am going to teach about the settlement. Settlement, that is the area of houses. In general term, settlement is the area of houses. It is better to convince in Hindi also. Settlement means अधिवास, जहाँ बस्तियाँ होती हैं, जहाँ घर होते हैं. Settlements having two types according to occupation. The first, rural settlement, and the second, urban settlement. This classification of settlement, rural and urban, is on the basis of occupation. Means that what type of occupation, what type of works are done by people in both areas. Rural settlement, that is the area where people are engaged in agricultural activities, rural activities like farming, cattle rearing, animal husbandry, poultry farming, fisheries, lumbering, forestry, mining. These all activities are done in a region, and that region is called a rural region or rural settlement areas. Urban settlement, that is the area where people are engaged in secondary or tertiary activities. Secondary and tertiary activities means either people are engaged in industrial activities, industrial works, or service works like manufacturing of goods, production of different kinds of commodities, providing services like transport, communication, medical facilities, teaching. These all type of facilities are related to service sector, and production of different commodities, different goods related to secondary sector. So the region or the area or the settlement in which people are engaged in secondary and tertiary activities, that is the urban areas. Have you classified in between rural and urban? Rural areas where people are engaged in agricultural activities, rural activities, I mean primary products like the sugar cane. Sugar cane is a primary product, na? Sugar is secondary product, or it is final product, finished goods. Sugar is finished goods. Sugar cane is primary product, which is produced in agriculture. Urban areas where primary goods are not produced, their final goods and services are provided in that region. Have you clear this classification, rural and urban, according to occupation? Then after, we can also write down this in your copy also. First you understand what I am talking, what I am teaching, then after write in your copies. On the basis of their areas of settlement also classified into 3 or 4 or 5 categories. The first, that is the compact settlement. Compact settlement is that where houses are made closer to each other, either in urban areas or rural areas. Then second is that the dispersed settlement or isolated settlement. That dispersed, that is the total complete village area, complete urban areas, but houses are made far away from each other. Then nuclear pattern. In Hindi, you have seen either you are living in urban or rural areas. In rural areas already you have seen that there is only one village, but houses are made far away from each other. At a place 2 or 3 houses, then after long distance there are 2 or 3 houses, then after long distance there are 2 or 3 or 4 houses. This type of settlement is called nucleated, isolated settlement. Is it? To this classification on the basis of their areas. Then after, it is very important to know that settlement pattern. This is very important. On the basis of pattern, settlement can be classified into linear settlement, circular settlement, cross-shaped settlement, T T-shaped settlement, star settlement, or double pattern settlement. Linear settlement. Suppose that your house is situated on the side of a road, on the side of a railway line. Through the railway line or through the road, both sides houses are made. This shows the linear pattern, a straight pattern. You have seen already such type of example in your video. Then after circular pattern. Suppose that today's or in ancient time, where there is a sources of water like ponds, lakes, around such ponds, houses are constructed there. Such houses are constructed there and shows us a circular pattern. Is it? Is this circular pattern also found in a mountainous region? On the top of that mountain, all sides houses are constructed there. That also shows the circular pattern. Around the lakes, around the ponds. गांव में जो पोखर होता है, तालाब होता है, उसके चारों तरफ ग्रामीण बस्तियां बस जाती हैं, वो सर्कुलर पैटर्न है. थर्ड इज दैट द क्रॉस शेप. सपोज दैट there are two roads cross to each other, or one railway line and next road is cross to each other. On that there are settlement developed there, houses are constructed on the road sides and railway line sides. That is the cross section. Then after T shape, suppose that a railway line is going through, a road is going through, and then a next road come to join that main road at a 90-degree angle. In between houses are constructed. That is T-shaped pattern. A star pattern. Suppose that you have mentioned that the name of Hindi चौराहा. ग्रामीण बस्तियों में भी चौराहा मिलता है, शहरी बस्तियों में भी चौराहा मिलता है, जहाँ कई तरफ से from all directions roads are coming to join to each other. At there houses are constructed along these all roads. That shows a star-like pattern. It is very easy to understand. See in map that is already given in book and try to understand. Then after double pattern, suppose that a broad railway line going through, next after a broad railway line going through that line which cuts at the 90-degree angle, in between houses are also constructed. That is called double pattern settlement. Is it? For question, for your kind information, must write down the questions. When you read or when you see this video, must write the questions. I haven't written the question on blackboard. You have to write down the question from your this video. The first question is that what is called settlement. Next question is that divide the settlements on the basis of occupation and define. Third is that divide settlements on the basis of pattern and define with diagram. Define with diagram. डायग्राम बनाएंगे और उसका वर्णन करेंगे. Then after I am going to teach that the next topic, that is the topo sheet. As we know that topo sheet in earlier classes already I have convinced about the topo map or topo sheet map. It is very important. Topo sheet map. Topo sheet map is that map in which each and every information of the earth, either natural or man-made, are shown on this. Each and every information, even that the point of tree also, a bushes also, a grasses also, a well also, mosque also, temple also, all together such information, those are either man develop or nature develop. These are shown in topo sheet map. It is very risky map, used for navigation, used for military purposes. This topo sheet map, which is given in your book, and just you see that. This topo sheet map has given a number, and that number is given on the top. Number is given on the top. In this map, the topo sheet number is 45D bata 7 by 7, stating 76 to 84, nothing 90 to 0. It is the map of two districts. The first is Banas and Sipu. The two districts that is taken from the toposheet map in which such informations are given there. What is the title of that toposheet? Next, relief features of that toposheet, that is the natural. Then after, drainage pattern of that toposheet, route of the rivers that is already shown in that map. You have to find out the name of that river and the direction of the river. Then after, natural vegetation. In toposheet map, natural vegetation are also shown there. You have to identify and write about that natural vegetation. Which type of vegetation, either that is evergreen or deciduous or coniferous or etc. etc. Soil, which type of soil is found in that toposheet map. You have to identify, develop your IQ and find out what type of soil is found in that. Then after, means of irrigation, which type of means of irrigation is given in that the toposheet map, like the canals, like the ponds, like the rivers. These all together are the sources of irrigation, including the tube wells and wells also, ponds also, lakes also, rivers also. Then after, settlement about that already I have taught you. Either that is the rural settlement or urban settlement, you have to identify. After the taking help from the toposheet map. Then after, transport and communication. In that toposheet map, routes of the roadways and the railway lines are also given there. You identify either that is the national highway or village roads or state highways or footpath, car track or railway lines, either broad or meter or narrow gauge given there. Communication, means of communication by which we communicate our message from one place to another, you know that betterly. Economic activities, the people those are living in that toposheet areas, which type of economic activities done by such people in that region. So total information these are given in toposheet map, you have to see and define under these following heads. These headings are given there. Read map, read toposheet and define relief, drainage pattern, natural vegetation, etc. etc. Is it? Today your chapter is solved. Done the exercise questions, complete the exercise questions in your copy, homework copy, as well as the questions which I have already taught you, which I have given you. You must complete that inside questions also. Okay? Thank you.